Hello, hello. Today we're just going to take a quick minute and learn how to use essential oils internally. So if this is something that you would like to do, one really good way to do it is to use veggie caps. This is how doTERRA sells them. You can get these a lot of times in Whole Foods or another health food store, very, very, very inexpensively. This is what it looks like. And it's very easy. Just pop it open like that. And then what you do is you take your essential oil. Today I'm going to do a drop of copaiba and a drop of frankincense. So you just literally drop one in. So one drop of that. And then I'm going to do frankincense. It will say on your bottle if it's okay for internal use. Right here it says for internal use right on there. You probably can't read that, but just read your bottle. I'm going to put one drop of that. You'll see different recommendations for how much oil you can ingest at a time. There's not 100% agreement on this. So this, and then you just put this back together. I follow Dr. Josh Axe on this. He says 1 to 3 drops up to 3 times a day. So that's what I personally do. These you have to remember are very concentrated, very strong. You don't need a lot. So this one has 2 in it. Sometimes I do 3. Sometimes if I'm having a glass of water, I'll just do like 1 drop of lemon. That's it, voila. When you're new to this, I would start very low and slow and take it with food until you know how it affects you, especially if you know you have a sensitive digestive tract, like if you get heartburn or you know that you easily get an upset stomach, then definitely start with food and see how it goes. Start with 1 drop. And see how it goes. Work up to 3. Now, sometimes people do choose to take more than that for an acute issue. So if you're having a bad health problem and your choices are prescription or go down to the drugstore and wander the aisles and pick something out or use essential oils, and you have to weigh the pros and cons of all of your options. And what I love about this group is that we're passionate about making sure that you know what all your options are. Because if you go to a conventional doctor's office, they're not going to talk to you about all of your options. They only talk to you about drugs and surgeries, and that's not all your options. So some people decide that they want to use essential oils, and not that things from the drugstore or prescriptions don't have their place, because they do. But in this country, sometimes we jump to that very quickly, and the doctors want us, quickly out the door. So they give us the prescription that we're looking for and send us on our way so they can move along. So if this is something that you choose for yourself that you would like to try, you could, if you're really ill with something, you could use more than 3 drops. But I would consider it a temporary solution, and I would just be very careful and mindful about it. If you've never used essential oils internally before, I wouldn't go and just 10 drops of them. Start low and slow, even if you're having an acute issue. You'll see various thoughts about internal use of essential oils if you're wandering around the internet. There's a bunch of debate. So just know that there's not complete agreement. There's a group of aromatherapists that have been trained that internal use is not good. And this is based on a very old study that was done in the UK using a very low-grade oil, and the results were not good. So that's why they believe that. And a lot of times when you're seeing people give recommendations about essential oils, they're speaking to the lowest common denominator. What that means is they don't know what oil you're using, so they have to assume that you're using the worst possible oil. So their safety guidelines are based on that. Because the industry is not regulated, and so companies can say anything they want. They can say pure, 100% natural, or whatever they want to say, they can say it. And so there's some products out there that can be harmful. So that's why I love doTERRA. It's because it's a product you can trust. It's the highest quality, and it does have therapeutic benefits when used internally. You might also see that it says, oils and water don't mix. Don't put it in your water. It's true, oil and water don't mix, but you're drinking it down. And if it briefly touches a mucous membrane in your mouth, those are constantly repairing themselves, just like with spicy food, or if you bite your lip, or all the things that happen with ingesting food and drinks, and your mouth is perfectly capable of handling that. Now, if you do know for sure that you have a sensitive throat or digestive system, then you probably will feel best going ahead and using the veggie cap, or you can mix it up with some coconut oil, you can mix it up with some applesauce, honey, anything like that to dilute it on the way down. You should decide for yourself if internal use is something that you would like to do. If you decide that you do not want to do it, you can certainly still get wonderful benefits from them using them topically and aromatically. If you need more information on this topic, just let me know. I'm researching it constantly and sharing information as best I can, but it's just it's a personal decision that we provide information on either way, whether you choose to do it or not do it. We have plenty of information for how to use your oils. The other ways are topically and aromatically, and so we will cover those in another video.